Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here for an exciting yet nerve-wracking video. I am pretty nervous, but I've been clearly doing some Frankenplanning over here, as they like to call it. So I've got a 7x9 deluxe monthly planner. I just received this in the mail actually today. I jumped right into uncoiling and everything like that. So I took off the coil, as you can see here. I also ordered an 18-month LifePlanner, and I'm still doing the neutral, still doing the horizontal, but I wanted the 18-month because it was just a tiny bit smidgen, like the littlest tiniest smidgen larger than the, like 12-month coil. This coil, I didn't do like so bad with. It's okay. I'm hoping this one will go a little bit better. As far as tools are concerned, I was definitely able to use binder clips on the Deluxe Monthly, which was nice just to kind of hold everything together in place. I feel like I didn't do like any damage, which is really nice. But I used these like needle nose pliers, and I've got electrical tape wrapped around it, which is kind of like getting a little loose and like weird, but I did that because it's a rose gold coil and I did not want to damage the coil or try to avoid it as best as I could. So I've got the Deluxe Monthly uncoiled, and then I've got to do this beastly thing, which I feel like the 18-month is just like so packed, you guys. Like the cover back here is like already popping off. It's kind of crazy. I feel like they need to definitely make a larger coil with all the extra pages and stuff that are in here. I'm hoping that this will be a very smooth uncoil, because I noticed on this end, like I'm only gonna need to like barely pull this out to get it where I need it to be. There are tons of uncoiling and recoiling videos on YouTube. So I'm not gonna like go through the whole process in immense detail. Of course, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing and everything, but I'll probably speed through some of it because you have to take your time with it. You have to know sitting down to do it, like breathe and take your time. Like don't feel rushed through it, because otherwise you're gonna do some damage. And the only damage that happened is like this little page, as you can see, like the little hole ripped, but that's really not a big deal. Let me tell you about what I'm planning to do here. I am planning on combining these two books. I'm going to use the colorful monthly tabs in replace of the neutral here. And I'm going to essentially put a second monthly spread, like the colorful monthly spread, behind the July tab in the weeks in here. So like this will be the start of my budget here. So I'll put the monthly spread from the colorful in here. The monthly spread from the neutral will still be in here for like my life planning and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm gonna put a whole bunch of notes pages and all of that. I'm only gonna keep 6 months at a time on this coil. So I'll get through December, and then I'll put January through June in. And then at the end of it all, I'm hoping to combine everything and put it here, and I'll have like my entire year's budget and life plans all in one book. So that is what I'm planning to do. I'm trying to simplify. Going back to the 7x9 Deluxe Monthly has me a little nervous, but it's okay. I've gotten used to the larger one, but I can make it work with the smaller one. Like I'm not too concerned. I will figure it out. So for now, let's set this off to the side, because I definitely want to get this uncoiled and everything like that. So the first step is to take off this beautiful cover, by the way. Like I'm obsessed. Take off your covers. That's the first step to all of this. And put it in the box down there. And anything that you can take out of the planner, you want to try to make it as easy as possible for yourself. So I'm going to take out the perpetual calendar, and I am going to take out the stickers, but I'm not going to like rip them out. So yeah, I think we're ready I think we're ready to uncoil. I'm not going to even bother trying to put a binder clip on this thing. It's not going to work. I don't have them big enough. But what you want to do is you want to take your little pliers, and actually the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull, well, I don't even really need to pull that out. I hope I'm not jinxing myself here, but I feel like this should be a fairly easy coil to take out. Yeah, like I think that might have just been it. Oh my goodness, I'm very thankful for that. So this is probably going to be the coil that I'm using, but you just want it to kind of line up, you know, in a circular motion. If you're looking at that, like, yeah, that's so lined up. That's so much smoother than this one. See what happened with this one? It was kind of like a little bit jacked up. This one, it should be a lot more smooth. So here goes nothing. Oh my gosh, that's so much smoother. Yes. I'm so excited. I did practice on some notebooks. Here, I think what's going to be challenging about this is that it's just so thick. We got to make sure that's pulled out on that end. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. This is amazing, you guys. I can't even tell you, like, this is so much smoother than the first go around. Like, I might not even need to speed this up because I'm really not struggling here. This is great. Hopefully these are not famous last words. I'll put in text if they are when I'm editing. But I think this is going to be really great. I practiced on some like spiral bound notebooks. Like it's like I was training for a marathon. I watched a bajillion videos because these planners are expensive and the last thing you want to do is mess them up or something. Like, but I can tell you after going through this process, it's not bad. And you know, to kind of be able to create the planner that you want, that's going to work best for you, I feel like it is super worth it. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Oh, and my other coil, it kept getting caught and I'd have to kind of like wrestle with it a little bit. That's why my Deluxe monthly page got a little messed up. But that was it, you guys. The coil is off. Yes. Oh my goodness. How cool. So the one thing that I'm not too sure of, okay, we'll get to that in a second. I kind of want to compare these coils real quick, just so you guys can see, because I asked in a group like what the size difference was. The 12 months is definitely smaller than the 18, but only by a tiny little bit. They need to make this coil much larger for next year for sure, because this book is a lot thicker, I feel like, because of the additional notes pages and things. But we are definitely recoiling with this bad boy. So, wow, that could not have gone any smoother. Let's pray that this this momentum remains. So here's my plan. So we are going to take July through December out right here. Okay. July through December coming on out. And actually I might need to, okay, so some of December's right there. Okay, that's fine, because you know what? I'm gonna take the tabs anyways because it's gonna look weird. So, okay. Oh, and you know what? I'm not even gonna, okay, so how's that gonna work? Because, okay, so I'm, okay, let me see, let me get my stuff together here. Okay, so I want to use, and maybe this is where we need to start. Okay, so let me start with the Deluxe Monthly because I want to use the colorful stuff here. And I feel like, is the vellum gonna look weird with that. This is the only downside, is like the Deluxe Monthly doesn't come with the vellum, and I love the vellum. I feel like maybe that's not bad. I'm just gonna roll with it. So we're gonna take the vellum from the Neutral Life Planner because I wanna use the colorful quotes page here. And I wanna use this colorful 20 by 19. And then I'm gonna take, I'm gonna take this all the way through December. Okay, so this is all coming over from the Deluxe Monthly, and I did get 40 extra notes pages, which are back here. So this is all gonna wait until, and then the folder, I'm taking the folder, and this is all gonna go in the next 6 months. So I will put that down here. Okay, so here's the back, and then I should have 40. Let me double check, because I didn't double check 1, 2. Okay, so all 40 notes pages are there, which is fantastic. So we got our notes pages, we've got this, and now I'm gonna take, let's see, July through December is definitely gonna come out because I'm not gonna even use that for anything, I don't think. There's some of June in here. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this off to the side. We're not using the folder. I'm not gonna put the stickers in. The contacts I'm gonna take out, I think, and the notes pages I'll take out. Okay, so this is coming out from that. And then I've got July. Yeah, okay. So this is gonna be in, so this is what I'm not using at all for this entire planner. And then this I'm gonna have to carry over into the second 6 months because some of June is in here. And I might as well just I'll take this full week, this full first week of July. So that is gonna go in. Now, let's see. Hopefully I don't confuse myself too much here. Okay, so set this off over here. And this I'm not using, this I'm not using, that I'm not using. Okay, yeah. So this all I am not using. From there, I'll make my little piles. And then the monthly tabs are all gonna come from the Deluxe Monthly. So this is July 2020. So this is gonna go in the back of the second. Okay, and this is July 2019. So this is gonna get replaced with this, right? Okay. And what I'm planning to do too is I'm gonna actually move the notes pages up to the front. I am doing that because I feel like when they're in the back, I don't use them. And I want to fix that. So all the notes pages are gonna actually be in the front here. The contacts, everything. So this is gonna be the start of the book. So the start of the book is going to have the vellum, the colorful deluxe monthly, because I want the colorful quotes page. It's going to have that spread, this spread. Then we'll jump into some notes, which actually, there's no way to fix that. Okay. So we'll have that, 2 dot grid, the coloring, and that. Okay. Perfect. And then we jump into July. And the life planner portion is going to come first. So we're going to do the neutral month and the neutral weeks. And then the monthly spread, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this page here and tape it to this notes page. So it's going to literally go from this right here into the month. And then I'm going to do my weekly check-in. Weekly check-in. Let me grab, let's see, where are my sticky notes? Once I do like the first bit of notes pages, I'll kind of know exactly what's supposed to be in between each page. So we're gonna have the, oops, those little guys fell off. We're gonna have the weekly check-in page. Right here. And then we'll have, ooh, that is really, okay. And then we're gonna have the monthly budget. And then we'll have sinking funds. And the transaction log for the sinking funds. And then we're going to have paycheck 1. Paycheck 1 budget, and a spending tracker over here. And then we're gonna have paycheck 2. Paycheck 2 and a spending tracker next to that one. Spending tracker. I did order a notebook in the event that in my next 6 months, if I need more notes pages, just in case. So we got paycheck 3 and our spending tracker. I'll go here. And then we have paycheck 4. Paycheck 4. And spending tracker. And then on the back, I'm going to do my variable income. Variable income. Okay, and then I think what I'll do is I will then put in August and start the whole process all over again. So as far as what each month is going to look like, and some months will have 5 paychecks, I'll have to put an extra notes page in, but in general, so the deluxe monthly comes with 1, 2 pages. So I'm putting an extra 4 to 5 pages in for each month. So the way it's gonna work is I'm gonna speed through now that I've got it kind of like figured out, is we will have the quotes page, the mini months, the goal boxes, a couple lined pages, a couple more lined pages, some dot grid, the coloring because I want to use these hexagons, those weird hexagons that no one knows what to do with, including myself, contacts, and then it'll start into the July, and we'll have the July colorful tab, the neutral month, the neutral weeks, and then I'll tape this together and it'll move into the colorful month for the budget, weekly check-in, monthly budget, sinking funds, transaction log, paycheck 1, you guys can't see, sorry, paycheck 1, spending tracker, paycheck 2, spending tracker, paycheck 3, spending tracker, paycheck 4, spending tracker, and then the variable income. Okay. Okay, and then I'll take the next colorful tab and we'll put that over here with that. We'll take all of the weeks for August and then we'll do that. And we got our 2 there, and I need 5 notes pages because we have 5 paychecks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes pages extra for August. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll keep going. So I'm gonna speed through this next part and yeah, I'll try to put on some good music. Okay, so I think I've got this how I want it. I'm just gonna flip through and double check a little bit, but let's see. So I've got the vellum, colorful quotes, mini months, goal setting. Let me move this over a little bit. Ooh, I feel like my desk is very dusty. The goal setting, a couple notes pages, 4 lined, 4 dot grid, coloring, contacts, 2021. So all the notes are in the front, and then it's going to start in July. So I've got the colorful tab, the neutral month for my life plans, then the weeks, and then these will be taped together, colorful month for the budget, transaction tracking, weekly check-in, monthly budget, sinking funds, transaction log, paycheck 1, spending tracker, paycheck 2, spending tracker, paycheck 3, spending tracker, paycheck 4, spending tracker, variable income, and then it starts all over with August. So I'm just gonna flip through, check the rest of this, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I think we got this just the way I wanted it to be, what I envisioned. It is pretty thick. It was thicker than I thought it would be, but not as thick as the 18-month coil. That is, or the 18-month planner when it was all put together. So now the big thing is to get everything kind of lined up. The key is that you want to be able to see through the holes, which we're almost there. Phew, okay, I think I got it. My goodness, that was more difficult than I thought. So, all right, so let's put this vellum on, and then I want to go bottom to the top, I think, or from the top to the bottom. So this part of the coil will be on the bottom, and I want to try really hard. Woo! I want to try really hard to not mess up the fact that I've lined this up. So, okay, so this part I might speed you guys through because I think this is going to be the harder part of this whole process. Okay, I think I've got a good groove going. I feel like it's like not lined up, but it's like going through everything just fine. So I think we're okay. Like it seems to be working. So I have to kind of hold it against my against my belly to kind of like glide it in there, but because it's because the coil is still in such good shape, maybe I jinxed myself just now, I feel like it's going through a lot more smoothly. If this coil was a little like jacked up, I feel like it would be much more difficult, but oops, let me stay over there a little bit. But I feel like it's actually going okay. And I'm trying to be very careful with the vellum because it's very delicate. And I'm trying to, you know, check the back, make sure I'm getting every hole. And sometimes you get a little stuck. But getting it started, I think, is the hardest part. And then if your coil is in pretty good shape, like, take your time with the coil. I got really lucky, I think, with this particular coil. It really wasn't bad, as you guys saw, but take your time, try to get it as good as you can get it. I know it's a little stressful because you don't want to like mess up the coil. I know I've heard of like, there's like jewelry pliers that have rubber ends and stuff that may help, but maybe this was a little like thicker than I thought. It's getting there. It's getting there. Woohoo! You guys, we got it. We got it. Oh my goodness. We got it. Oh, yay. And now you want to just take your pliers, oops, and kind of just bend this back in. And I'm gonna be careful when doing so. I'm not gonna like, I'm just gonna bend it in to like get it out of the way, but not necessarily to like, it doesn't have to look super pretty on the bottom there. And then bend that one back in, and I think that works. Everything is in. Oops. Gotta kind of spin this a little bit. There we go. So it's gonna keep snagging. Okay. So it's laying flat, which is great. I've got all of my tabs in there. Everything seems to be good. Got the folder on the back. Everything's in, nothing's falling out. Yay! Okay, and now for the cover, I got a couple covers since I got like a deluxe monthly and the LifePlanner. So I've got this cover in the rose gold, which I think is what I'm going to use. I do love this one though, so I'll probably be switching to it soon, but kind of in celebration of the whole like kaleidoscope theme, I'm going to put this cover on. So that is kind of the final step, is getting this back on. And it's definitely thick, but it's not like too thick. I might end up having to keep the two as like separate books, but we'll see. I'm not gonna like, we'll just have to see. I have to uncoil this anyways for the last 6 months because I'm just gonna take my notes page. My notes page is out of it. I'm not gonna like, you know, redo all my notes pages when I switch to the next 6 months. But this is July through December. I just have the January, February, March tabs in there just so that there's no like weird, like awkward blank spaces. But we've got our colorful quotes page, mini months, goal setting. I put all my notes in the front because again, I feel like when they're in the back, I don't use them. I'm much more likely to look at them when they're in the front. I just feel like I forget about them when they're back there. So there's that, and then it starts into July. And I've got all sorts of plans for these dashboards. I've got planner cake kits. You guys will see my July plan with me, I think, on Sunday. So in that video, I'll show you how I'm kind of setting up this page, my neutral month for my life planning, all the weeks. And then again, I'm just going to use some double-sided tape this together so it'll just flip right to the month, because I'm not going to be using this dashboard page anyways. And then I've got the colorful month for my transaction tracking, my expense tracking, and then weekly check-in, monthly budget, sinking funds, transaction log, paycheck 1, spending tracker, paycheck 2, spending tracker, paycheck 3, spending tracker, paycheck 4, spending tracker, variable income, and then it starts all over again. So, and I've got all the colorful tabs in there, neutral, month and week for my life planning, colorful month, notes pages for my budget, and then it starts on all over again. How exciting, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I've been filming now for almost an hour. This video will be obviously condensed for you guys, but I mean, not bad, not bad, especially because I'm going to be using this for the next 6 months. It'll be easy for me to, you know, set everything up for the next 6 months, for the January through June, because I'll just kind of set everything up and like clip it together ready to go. But yeah, I think I got everything set up correctly. That would really stink if I like forgot a notes page, but I don't think I did. But I'll probably like go through like 5 more times and double check, because there should be like, for example, 7 in here and then 6 in the months where there's 4 paychecks. There should be 6 note pages, and there should be 7 for the months that have 5. So like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. And then there's December. And I probably didn't need to actually put like the neutral whole month and like the week in there, but that's okay. That'll be good actually for like pre-planning and stuff. So I am planning to do my setup in 2 different videos. I've been trying to decide whether or not I want to film like my whole setup process and talk through it with you guys, or if I want to just set it all up in my own time and then kind of go through and show you guys what I've set up. So definitely let me know. This next week that's coming up is budget week, so you guys will see me putting my budget together in this new book, but the following week is when I'm going to start doing some of my setup videos. So let me know if you guys would rather just see the setup like complete and do like a flip through of everything once it's done, or if you'd rather see the whole like process of setting it up. If I do the process of setting it up, I will probably need to do a couple separate videos because I'm not going to be able to do it all in one setting, obviously. So let me know what you guys think. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this eased your mind a little bit as far as like Frankenplanning is concerned. I think it's totally worth it. Like, this is going to be so much more functional for me personally to use. Like, this is one book that has all my life plans, my budget, everything. And I love that. I'm trying to, as you guys may know, I'm trying to like simplify as much as possible. So this will make a huge difference for sure. This is just one book I can carry with me in my new Erin Condren tote bag and just have everything I need in one place. And I absolutely love that. So if you guys have any questions, comments at all, leave those down below for me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to catch all of my future videos. All of the Erin Condren goodies are linked down below, along with a $10 off referral link that you can use to get $10 off of your first order if you're a new customer. So definitely check that out if you're interested, and I will chat with y'all later. Bye!